Yeah, hi there. These comments are for OA. I'm using your initials for privacy purposes, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. You're also one of my students in the English language program here at California State University, San Bernardino, and you completed independent speaking practice test number 92. So the question is, you know an exciting secret about your best friend. Do you tell others about it, or will you keep silent? Explain why you would or would not tell others about your friend's secret.
Hey, my name is Omar. Relationship years and years. For example, relationship years and years. For example, my friends, he come to America and been silent because I need.
Now you said you would keep silent. Now here's something that you're not doing that you could do. You want to make sure that your speaking task, it directly connects back to the purpose. The purpose is, would you keep a secret if your friend told you one? So then when you restate the question, you can say something like this. You can say, if I know an exciting secret about my best friend, I would keep it silent because, and that's how you begin, and then it's really clear exactly what the purpose of your speaking task is.
Relationship years and years. For example, my friends, he come to America and nobody knows.
He comes to America and nobody knows. Don't forget to put your third person S on those verbs.
Only me, because you need travel and you need outgoing and friendly. It's a nice person.
It isn't exactly clear what you're trying to say here.
And nobody knows. He come. Only me, because you need travel.
But how is that a secret? I mean, if your friend comes to America, I'm not exactly getting how that is a secret, because if he gets on a plane and he leaves his family and things, you know, a lot of people are going to know that your friend did that.
And you need outgoing and friendly. It's a nice.
Because he is outgoing and friendly, I think. Or he needs someone who is outgoing and friendly. So you're having some language use issues and some vocabulary issues that are making it difficult for you to fully express your ideas.
This person, but this reason, then no, don't need the family, his family, no. I would like not want my friends to say anything to another one. I told him secret.
You might say something like this. When you get to your second reason, use a transition word. You might say, I would also keep my friends. I would also not tell my friend's secret to anyone because. Right, so what you need is a topic there. You need a key idea. So why? You might say, because I want my friend to respect me, I would not tell anyone else about the secret. So you need to be very clear. You're a little bit unclear with the words you're choosing. They don't really help to frame your response. So it's hard for me to understand exactly what it is you're trying to say or how you want to say it.
To keep the relationship just for 1 or 2 months.
Okay, now that's a key idea. So you're saying that you would also not tell your friend's secret because you want to maintain or keep the relationship that you have with your friend.
My opinion, only I told the friends who.
Now, what you have to do now is you're not getting deep enough with your response. You have to say something like this now. You have to say, for example, if my friend tells me that he's coming to America and he doesn't want anyone else to know at the time, I should not tell anybody. Because if I did tell some of my friends that he is coming to America, then my friend would become angry with me. As a result, we would no longer have a relationship. So by telling my friend's secret, it would not keep our relationship. Do you see what I did there? You have to do something like that in order, I think, to really illustrate or defend the argument you're trying to make. But what I'm seeing here with your response is you're very limited in two areas. You're limited with your vocabulary. You're also limited with your grammar. It's not allowing you to fully express your ideas.
I was with him 2 years or 3 years. If I tell secret to another one, maybe he told another people. Friends have a material lesson.
Okay, so let's take a look at your scores. So right now I'm going to give you full credit for completing the assignment, but if this were the final exam, I don't think this is going to work very well. So let's take a look at the rubrics. I will include a link to the rubrics that you can click on to learn more about your speaking score. But to be honest with you, I'm going to put you at 1.0 out of 4 or 8 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. So you have a lot of problems with your stress, with your intonation. It's very difficult to understand what you're saying. You're having a lot of frequent pauses and hesitations. These are all problems related to your delivery. With your grammar and vocabulary, it's so limited that you cannot really express your ideas very well. Now, in terms of your topic development, you need to give some specific example or two to help support the ideas that you're trying to argue. But I think because you have vocabulary and grammar limitations, you're not able to do that. So what do? My recommendation for you is pretty simple. You have to really start in the two areas of my course. You need to start with vocabulary lesson number 3. You want to go through that particular lesson and learn those words. But that particular lesson, it will also help you with your grammar, it will help you with your listening, and it certainly will help you with your vocabulary. So you need to work hard in developing a much better vocabulary base. Now, number 2, I also recommend that you start going through my grammar lessons. You want to start with grammar lesson number 1, and you might even consider it's probably be a good idea for you to take my grammar diagnostic pretest. You can go to the 3rd section of my course, take the pretest, and that will tell you which areas in the grammar part of my course you should focus on the most. But you definitely need a lot of vocabulary and a lot of grammar practice. Now, with pronunciation, I'd recommend that you go through my pronunciation lessons also, beginning with pronunciation lesson number 1, go all the way to the end, and that's also going to help you speak more naturally and more fluently. Alright, so again, I gave you a score 1.0 out of 4 or 8 points out of 30. You really need to make improvements in your vocabulary, grammar, and even your pronunciation. Now, if this were the final exam, and you get a score of 1.0 out of 4, that's going to give you a 40% on this particular assignment. So you would not score very high on that final exam. So I think you need to make some improvements if you want to do better on that final. All right, anyway, thank you for completing the practice test. Keep up the good work.